Today we're going to take a look at one of the new features for Loft version 3, and that's projects. So with projects, you can manage virtual clusters, spaces, project secrets, and project settings. Projects provide you a way to manage your users and resources, and it gives you a way to control quotas. So we'll take a look at projects. So what we have is virtual clusters, spaces, project secrets, project settings, and if you notice here, I've got open Argo. So where most of the magic happens is in project settings. So here you can assign users and teams. You can select allowed templates for virtual clusters and spaces. So with like virtual cluster templates and stuff, I could say what applications I want to deploy. Do I want to automatically add the virtual cluster to Argo CD and other things like that. So now if we go to like allowed clusters, this is where I can actually select which clusters the user is allowed to see. In my setup, I've only got one cluster, but you would have multiple clusters, and then you could assign access to the users based on that within the project. And the cool thing about that is when we go into quotas, quotas are actually cross-cluster. So another cool thing that we have that goes along with the quotas is we have virtual cluster instances, but we also have virtual cluster instances.active. So that's a new feature that'll allow you to set how many virtual clusters you can actually run active. On top of the virtual cluster instances.active, what we can also do is drill down into many of the Kubernetes resource types. So I can like limit CPU, memory, and many other things here. But if we close out of this real quick and we go over to projects, we can create, multiple projects. So here I've got a demo project, and then I've got spaces projects, the same stuff. I don't have Argo CD running here. I've got my own set of quotas, allowed clusters, allowed templates, and all of that, which is pretty cool. If I want to see what it looks like for a user, I can go over here to users, and here's my demo user that I created. I can impersonate this user. So like if I want to check to make sure that the settings and stuff that I'm setting up are correct and that the quotas are working and stuff like that, I can go in here and now I'm only able to see demo, right? Like this user's not part of the default project. They're only in demo. So like now I can see virtual clusters, spaces, project secrets. I don't have the project settings option because I'm just a regular user. This is a pretty cool way to make sure that the settings, permissions, and quotas and everything that you're setting up actually work before you give access to a user. You can just, create the user, impersonate them, see how things work, and then you can give them access. We're really excited for you to try out Loft version 3, but if you have any questions or you run into any issues, reach out to us on Slack. The information's in the description below.